Good morning everybody, and once again welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm very excited to show you and teach you how you can be using Onetable with DeltaStreamer. Now as you know, DeltaStreamer allows you to ingest data from CSV, JSON, Kafka, any sources into Hudi in a matter of seconds, right? Now with Onetable, you can not only write into Hudi, but it also allows you to interoperate between all of these three lakehouse formats such as Hudi, Delta, and Iceberg. So now we're gonna learn how we can ingest data for an example from a CSV source and then write into Hudi and use Onetable sync command with the DeltaStreamer, which will build the metadata for Iceberg and Delta Lake, right? So now the query engines can either query as a Hudi, Delta, or Iceberg, doesn't really matter. We can interoperate between all of these three lakehouse format. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. Just before we begin the lab, I wanna take 1 minute to thank Sagar and Tim for their help with Onetable. So thank you guys for helping me out with my errors and helping me understand the concept in a much better way. So now let's get straight into action. Alright, so to perform the lab, the first step is we need some data to play with, right? So come to the project repository, clone the project on your local working directory, and you will see a Python file which is called datagen.py. So what you want to do is you want to run the Python file, and we can do that by python3 datagen.py. Now, as you can see, this has created some sample CSV file for us to ingest with DeltaStreamer. So now the next step is step one. Okay, we have some data. Now let's see how we can use DeltaStreamer to ingest this data and build all the three table formats: Iceberg, Hudi, and Delta Lake. So now let's move to step number 2. So step 2, what we will do is basically in this directory, you would need 3 jar files, okay? The first jar file would be Hudi utility -slim -bundle jar. The second one would be Hudi -java -client jar. And then the next one we're gonna need is the Hudi extension -0.1 snapshot bundle jar. So these are the jar files that we need for the project, okay? So now what we will do is we will come to the Spark job over here, and then this is the Hudi DeltaStreamer job, okay? We'll take a look at it one by one. All right, same thing you see here, right? Spark submit, we use the class as org.apache.hudi.utilities.streamer, Hudi streamer, right? Again, the DeltaStreamer is named to Hudi streamer. Package, we use the Hudi Spark bundle package. Then we provide all the Spark configuration through a property file. Then we provide the executor memory to 1G, and these over here we provide the path to that jar file, right? So here you will see I'm using Hudi extension -0.1.0 snapshot bundle jar, and the next one is Hudi Java client jar. These are the 2 jar files that we are using, okay? Table type is going to be copy on write, right? Target base path. So this is where I want to create my Hudi transactional data lake, right? I want to create inside a folder Hudi, and the table name or the folder name is going to be bronze_order. Method is going to be absurd, and then we're going to add --enable sync command. And then for the sync classes, we'll be using this particular class io.onetable.hudi.sync.onetable sync tool. So this allows the DeltaStreamer to build the metadata for Delta and Iceberg, right? So now that's that. Source limit, how many files you want to read at a go, right? For deduping, we're going to be using a timestamp attribute. We are ingesting data from a CSV, right? So we're using the class org.apache.hudi.utilities.sources CSV DFS source. If you're using if you have JSON data, you will use JSON DFS source. We are ingesting from Kafka, it will be from Kafka, right? Record key, which is also the primary key. How would you want to partition your Hudi transactional data lake, which is by state? I want a dedupe key, I'm using timestamp, which means for the incoming batch of records, I want you to do the dedupe by timestamp, which means Hudi will take the max of the timestamp, right? And these are just some basic properties for, where my input is. As you can see, this is the input path where my sample CSV files are. And then these are the settings for Onetable, right? Hudi.onetable.formats.to.sync, and we are saying Delta, Iceberg. So I'm saying, hey, DeltaStreamer, write the data into Hudi, but after you write after each commit, I want you to go and build the metadata for the Delta and Iceberg, okay? So now we have that. What we will do is let's copy this command, the Spark submit. Do I have my terminal open? I think I had it. Okay, let me bring it over here. All right, so rm minus r. Okay, so now we'll fire the command, and this will create a Hudi transactional data lake. And also it will build the metadata for Iceberg and Delta Lake. So let's see, this will take about a couple of seconds. It's pretty amazing now, the fact that OneHouse has, open source this, and now you can interoperate between all the three lake houses is fantastic. It's a great move by OneHouse. So now if you go to here and you go to Hudi, here you can see, I see my Delta log, right? And then for the Iceberg, you will see a metadata folder. As you can see over here, metadata folder, right? So let's see if it worked, right? We have the data as Hudi, right? Now let's try to read the data as a Delta lake. So over here, Spark version 3.4, the Delta version is 2.4.0. I create a Spark session. This is the path where my Hudi or my Delta Lake or my Iceberg or whatever you like to call, interoperate between all the three now, right? So we are reading the table as the Delta format, and then we are doing .show. So let's see if this command works, right? So ls will say python3 read underscore delta.py. So now since the Onetable has done the translation for the metadata, I should be seeing the Spark data frame. As you can see, perfect, right? So as you can see now, you can interoperate between all the three lakehouse format, and you can use your favorite, most loved Apache Hudi DeltaStreamer to ingest data from any sources in a matter of seconds in a structured approach. So thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. I will make sure I leave all the resources, all the exercise material, and a complete detailed blog on my LinkedIn will be there. So if you want, you can go ahead, read, and take a look at those steps, right? So that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video with your coworkers and colleagues, and I'll see you in the next video.